Hi, it's Rose Martin, and today we're going to talk about parasites. Parasites. These are the kinds of things we think that you get maybe in a third world country, but not here in the United States or not in civilized countries. But parasites are all around us. Parasites live in us all of the time. And the goal is to keep them under control. We've got good bacteria, bad bacteria. When the bad bacteria and viruses get out of control, this causes sickness and disease. It's just a part of our lives. They're in us. And a good example of this is what happens when you die. Immediately you've got things in you to start disintegrating the body. So they live among us, the good and the bad and the ugly. So parasite control should be part of our natural health regimen. There should always be something we're doing on regular intervals to get the parasites out. They could be worms, they could be microscopic. If you're feeling tired and sluggish, if your hair is dull and lackluster, many times that's a sign of parasites. Most of the time is tiredness or irritability, or you don't even have to have a symptom really. You don't have to have a symptom until it gets way too bad. So whether you have a symptom or not, you've got to get the parasites under control. And good ways to keep them under control is to have, and we've spoken about this in several other episodes, our stomach acid. Our stomach acid is very strong acid, and it's used to digest our food, and it's used to kill unwanted bacteria and viruses, germs, things like this. So make sure you've got a digestive enzyme if you're having trouble digesting foods. If you're having acid reflux or things like this, you need something to help digest. You need to keep your pH balanced. You need to keep the pH at 6.4. This is your urine and saliva. If your pH is going here to there, low to high to low, and back and forth, that means you have a mineral deficiency. Your body just can't stabilize. So you've got to get minerals into your system. My recommended mineral is Mincol. That has 66 minerals in a colloidal format, meaning so easy to get into your body and start working. So minerals. Probiotics have the friendly bacteria in your body working for you to overcome the bad bacteria. Now, then you can get more serious. These are like regular everyday things. Just make sure your digestion is going right and your nutritional supplements are what you need. But then about 2-3 times a year, you should specifically do things like take certain herbs and potent herbs that are known to kill worms and parasites. One is called black walnut husks. Black walnut will kill bacteria and parasites and worms. Wormwood tea, wormwood tincture, this kind of thing kills. Diatomaceous earth, that's one of those things that's hard to pronounce. It's that long word starting with a D. Diatomaceous earth, that is actually tiny little fossils that is in a powder form. You have to be careful, you don't want to breathe it in, but it comes in capsules or powder. And you mix that in with your drink or your food, and what it does, it's got little sharp edges to it. Very small, you can't even see it. But when the parasite eats this, because it's living in your digestive tract most of the time, it will cut it up and kill it. So diatomaceous earth is very, very good at taking care of parasites, worms, things like this. You can also give that to your pets, diatomaceous earth, into their food. So we want to make sure to take care of these purposefully, to fast and do parasite cleanses. Now, another thing that many people don't know about, but this was invented or discovered by Dr. Hulda Clark. She did tremendous research on cancer and the cause of cancer. And she discovered they are little flukes, she calls them, little things growing in your body out of control. And one thing that she discovered, in addition to the parasite cleanse, the wormwood, the black walnut husks, and other things like that, is a zapper. And what it is a small electrical current, like from a 9-volt battery, that you let flow through your body at intervals, 10 minutes on, 10 minutes off, 10 minutes on, 10 minutes off. You don't even feel it. But everything is frequency in our bodies. And these parasites cannot live with that frequency. And it'll kill it. It'll kill those parasites. And so you do it 3 times, the adult, the larva, and the eggs. And then, of course, drink a lot of liquids, water, distilled water, and make sure you're having enough fiber to flush, because it'll go through your digestive tract and out of your colon. So I've got a little thing here that, now this comes, you can get a little a meter and have it all official and all this, but the way we do it here, it's very simple. You've got copper tubes with some fabric on it, and you wet the fabric so you make a good contact with your hands. And then you simply take 2 9-volt batteries and you attach the black, the blacks to the big or the small 9-volt battery end, and then put those black ones on one of these. You want the same ones on the same copper tube, like this. And then you take the red ones and put them on the other end. If you got the black ones on the big ones, you put the red ones on the little ones, or vice versa. This doesn't matter. It just matters that they're on the same ones. And I don't know if you can see here that I'm putting them on here. And then put the red ones on the other. And don't have to worry about getting shocked. It's not any big thing. So here we've got our red and our blacks hooked up to our batteries. And these are not wet now, but you want to wet these cloths. And then you have a firm contact. And then you simply sit there for 10 minutes. 10 minutes on, hold them like this. And then the way my husband and I do it is when my turn is done, he holds it for 10 minutes. It should be 10 minutes, 7 minutes off and all that. But since we do it together, then he'll hold it for 10 minutes. And then I'll hold it for 10 minutes. And we go back and forth till we each have done it 3 times. And then we disconnect everything. And, you don't even really realize anything. Sometimes your hands get a little, if you have little cuts in your hands, you'll notice that you can feel it. But this then will kill the parasites. And if you do this every 3 months or so, then you can, then you've done your offensive or defensive. You're doing something before anything takes hold. A lot of tumors in our bodies, cancers and all this, are parasites that get out of control. And so we can fight these and take action before anything even happens in our bodies. So, hopefully you have learned something here about parasites. They're part of our lives. Everything has a good and a bad everywhere. Mental, physical, spiritual. It's the good and the bad. And we've got to keep the bad at bay and keep the good up front and flourishing. And this is the way that you can control parasites in your body and stay healthy. God bless you. Visit me on my website, theroselifecenter.com, and I'll see you next time. God bless.